Rayman Can, today I'm going to show you how to fix a small hole in the wall. Let's get started. So the tools I'm going to use for this job is a microfiber towel, some putty knives, a blade. For a hole this size, we can use joint compound or spackling, your choice, they'll both work. Some medium to fine grit sandpaper, mesh tape, safety glasses, and a face mask. So this is the hole we're going to be filling. I'm going to consider this a medium-sized hole. It's approximately 2 inches wide at its widest point. Also, keep this in mind that around this wall, the camera may not be picking it up. There are quite a few imperfections. So because of that, I'm going to spread my joint compound out a little bit wider than I normally would for a hole this size, because I figure while I'm at it, I'm going to fix some of these imperfections in the wall. So the first thing I do is cut some of the jagged edges off around the hole in the wall so I can have it nice and smooth. If yours is just a nice, perfect hole, you don't have to do this step. But in this case, I have a few jagged edges, a few more than I'd actually like. So I'm going to cut those away. Now I'm going to do just a very light sanding around the area. This is going to allow for me to get rid of some of those imperfections, and it's going to allow for the mud and the mesh tape to adhere to the wall a little bit better. Now we're going to wipe away the dust with a damp microfiber cloth. Next, we're going to take some mesh tape. We're going to take quite a bit of it actually. We're going to ball it up, fold it up. We're going to stick it inside of the hole. It's going to act as reinforcement. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my multiple pieces of mesh tape across the hole. So in total, I'm using 4 pieces of mesh tape combined with the mesh tape we have inside of the hole. That should be enough reinforcement for a hole this size. Now it's time to use our mud. At this point, you can use either or, your choice. So the reason I say you can use either or is because for a hole this size, spackling would be fine. For the most part, you can always use hot mud, joint compound, but spackling is usually suited more for small repairs because it dries pretty fast and it's brittle, so you wouldn't want to spread that over a larger area. Now, as I said earlier, it would work for a hole this size, but I'm going to use mud because I have quite a few imperfections in the wall. So I'm going to spread my mud out a little bit wider than I normally would just to fix all the imperfections since I'm right here fixing this area. Now, I am applying just a slight amount of pressure directly over the hole so that some of this mud can actually seep through the holes in the mesh. And then from there, I'm just spreading it out. So this is our first coat. This is enough for now. I'm going to come back in about 12 hours and everything should be dry, including the middle. Now we're going to do our first sanding. All right, we have it nice and smooth. Now we're going to apply our second and final coat of mud. I'm going to spread it out just a little bit wider this time, again, just to take care of my imperfections in the wall. And I am using a slightly wider knife. While I'm doing this, I'm barely applying pressure. I'm pretty much just letting the knife just kind of glide across it. Little pressure is necessary, but not really, just kind of gliding right across it, just trying to get it nice and as smooth as I can. And again, for a hole this size, you're not going to have to go as wide as I did. So now we're going to wait for this to dry and do our second and final sanding. This is where we're going to get the wall perfectly smooth and you're never going to be able to tell that a hole was even there. Unless you're like a professional drywaller. Those guys are actually pretty good. They'd be able to tell. By the way, quick tip, if you want to cut back on all of the drywall dust, you can do what's called wet sanding. You can use a sponge like this, or they actually make wet drywall sponges, and you just simply swipe it across the mud, and it'll cut back on practically all of the dust. This works great for small jobs. I'll do a video on it in the future. So this is our finished product, and now it's ready for primer, then paint. We're going to use a roller, of course, to get the texture that matches the current wall. And when that dries, we're going to put on our 2 coats of matching paint. The first coat of paint dried. Now I'm applying my second and final coat. By the way, consider installing one of these door stops. That was the reason for this hole back here. A doorknob hit the wall. I do have a video on how to install one of these, so make sure you check that out. All right, so here's our finished product. As you can see, you can never tell a hole was even there. The paint's like a 98% match. It's actually the exact same paint, but it's fresh paint. So first, the paint that was on this wall, I believe, was like 8 years old. But, you know, it's not gonna be a perfect blend, but for the most part, you can never tell a hole was there. And yeah, that's how you patch up a small hole. For some information on some of the products that I use, I will put some affiliate links down below. Please share this video with someone you know that can use this information. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one, and thanks for watching.